Hi, thanks for watching this instructional video for WavePrint's new digital proofing process. I'll run through first of all a couple of points regarding the proofing process, and then afterwards I'll go through the commenting tools that you'll use to mark changes on the proofs. First up, the first page in the digital proof will be an information page that pertains to that particular product, so please take the time to read this document and make sure that you understand the points that are made. If you've got any queries, by all means get in touch with your contact at the office who'll go through anything with you. Page 2 of the proof will be the proof form itself, which will have pre-completed a couple of points, the job number, title, etc. You'll notice a return proof by date. Please make sure that you do aim to get the proof back to us by the date we've requested here. If you've got a problem with that, please get in touch with us as soon as possible, because it could affect the delivery date. Onwards from there, you'll have all the components that you'd expect within your job. So you'll have the front cover, inside front, information pages, inside pages, etc. In the case of diary, you'll have the diary section. You'll have any optional extras at the various positions that you've requested them. So for instance, reference section, red, amber, green cards, document pockets, those sorts of things. You need to make sure that anything that you're expecting to be in your finished job does appear in the proof. If it's not in the proof, it won't be in the finished job, so it's really important that you do just double check that. So I'll quickly move on now to marking any changes on the proof. So most versions of Adobe Reader, certainly most recent versions, will have commenting tools. This is Adobe Reader 11. If you're using sort of 9 or 10, some of the options might look slightly different, but the basic functionality should be the same. You'll have an annotation section, drawing markup section, then a comments list. I'll demonstrate the tools that we use most of all for proofing, which are the sticky note, text highlight, insert, replace and remove text fields. These won't actually make changes to the proof, but they will mark details of the changes that you wish to make. So first up, I'll use the sticky note to request a change of colour here. So change background colour to green. There we go. You'll notice that an entry has been made in the comments list, that there's a sticky note on the page which we can hover over and find the details, and all the details are also contained in the comment list over here. So that's the sticky note tool. If we move on to the inside pages, we might want to remove some text, so that we want to get rid of the word school here, so it just says vision statement. We might want to insert some text somewhere, so if we choose the text insert tool and then select a position within the paragraph, we might want to add the word high there, so Waveney High School. And we can also replace text. So if we choose the replace text tool, we can highlight the word learners and change that to students. There we go. So again, we haven't made any changes on the proof, but the requested changes all appear in the comments list, and then the guys in the office and the studio can go through and make any relevant changes in your document. If you're making sort of significant changes to a section, for instance, you want to replace something, you might choose the highlight tool. So you might say, I want to replace all of that. And we're going to say, please replace with supplied term dates Word document. So we're going to supply a separate document, we're going to send it back with the proof, and the document called term dates will go in this term date section. So perhaps we're making some significant changes to it. We can also use the drawing and markup tools. So we might say we want to swap these sections over, so we might draw a box around that, and then we might draw a box around that, and we want to swap them over. You might add a sticky note there as well to describe that further, but you can use any of these tools just to illustrate points that you want to make. In the case of a homework planner, the other thing that's important to check, as well as your school information pages, are the calendar pages. As I mentioned, making sure that any other pages that you want to be in your diary are present, and also if you've made any customizations to the diary pages themselves. So if you've got weeks A and B, make sure that the weeks A and B are correct. If you've got any customizations in terms of information included on specific dates, like start of term, end of term, those sorts of things, make sure that they're appearing in the right place. Obviously we will have taken it it from your database, your spreadsheet that you provided, but it's important that it has come through correctly, and it's also important to correct to ensure that the database was correct and that it's put the information in the right places. So please do take the time to do that, in addition to checking your covers and your information pages and your optional extras as well. Obviously, if you've got any queries regarding making amendments with regards to how to use any of the tools or anything that you need to explain to us, by all means ring the office. We're always happy to talk you through any of the processes and discuss any of the amendments with you. But if you could try and include everything within this document as well, that really does help us out. Once you've been through and you marked up any changes, you need to come back to the proof form, and you'll be asked to make a series of declarations with regards to what state the proof is in and what you want to do next. So first up, you'll probably want to click off the annotation tools, either select the cursor tool or the hand tool, so you can use the radio buttons here, and you can use the sign and print boxes at the bottom here. So first up, we need to say whether each section within the diary are correct or whether we've marked changes, and then there's a series of statements that you need to read and understand, and again mark that you're happy with that statement. So we've got changes on the cover, we've got changes on the information pages. We'll say the diary's fine, the optional extras are all present and correct as we've requested. There were no previous amendments, so that's fine. We've got copyright permissions. I understand that any further omissions, so if I've missed something when I'm proofreading, that's my responsibility as a customer. It's not WavePrint's responsibility. We're asking you to check it carefully, so please do go through that process diligently to make sure that there's nothing wrong within the proof, because the responsibility for that does pass to you at this point. And the order form, so alongside your proof you'd also get an order form which would confirm the cost, the delivery, estimated delivery date, the quantities, etc. So obviously make sure that's correct too. And then you need to say either the proof is correct, that you've marked changes and then you're happy to go into production once the changes have been made, or that you want a further proof. So in this instance, obviously we've marked the changes, and then you can sign, print and date. If you're signing this as a digital document, as we hope you will do, I mean some customers will choose to print it out and to mark the changes on the hard copy, but then it's acceptable for you to type your name in these two boxes. Okay, then you'll be able to save the document, save it to your desktop, and email it back to us. If the file's large and you're not able to email it, then you could use a service called WeTransfer. You can use Dropbox or Google Drive or any of those systems, but if you don't have anything in place to help you to send large files, then WeTransfer is a great free system that you can use. If you check out our YouTube channel, probably where you're watching this video from, then you can find out a bit more about how to use WeTransfer and how to access their free service rather than paid for service on there. As I say, if you've got any questions or any problems, by all means give the office a call on 0121 454 9441, or email us. Either email your contact directly or email the general info at waveprint.co.uk address, and we'll do everything we can to assist you. Thanks for watching.